It's the Beth and Val show. It's the Beth and Val show.
Are there any good drinking games for people over 25?
I'm still partial to the Showgirls drinking game. Every time, there's an unmotivated emotional change by Elizabeth Berkley, you drink. Yeah. Every time she does jazz hands, you drink.
And every time she hits something.
Every time she hits something.
And every time she hits something.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, in like 20 minutes of the movie, you're going to be in trouble.
She hits a car, she hits some fries. She's doing this.
And there's a lot of unmotivated emotional changes. That one sounds like it's going to be hard to point out. You're like, whoa, how am I going to know?
Like,
blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yeah.
Whoops, that's two. I like the Sophie's Choice drinking game.
Mm-hmm. Schindler's List drinking game.
Yeah, like every time you see a Holocaust victim, you drink.
Right.
Every time, a kid doesn't make the train, you drink.
The
Sophie's Choice one, the big drink payoff is pretty much just right at the end.
Right at the end, but
when she makes the choice.
But when she makes the choice, you actually have to drink like half a bottle of vodka.
Yeah.
So it's
at once. Yeah.
At once.
And it's really hard because you're crying.
Yeah.
So you're like
exactly,
and you're choking on it, you're gagging, you're spitting.
Yeah, and for me, that's how people over the age of 25 should drink, because it's sad after that. Anything having to do with like a Lifetime movie of the week,
Every time Meredith Baxter Burney shows up on Lifetime, drink.
Exactly, drink.
We play something like every time your insurance rates get lowered.
Yeah, every time
you have to drink.
Every time you can rent a car.
Every time you rent a car, you have to drink.
You drink. You're like, I'm 25.
In the car.
In the car.
Every time you download a new NPR podcast.
There you go. Drink. Every time you're at work and your boss asks you to copy something and you think to yourself, that's not my job. Drink.
Yeah.
In fact, you should just drink right away. Just drink at work.
At work.
Yeah.
The hours when you're at work.
Drink.
You should take a shot every 15 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. And that's a drinking game you can play with yourself.
It's the Beth and Val show. Talking about things you may or may not know.